what I've seen. Those are the things I've seen. But Google changes all the time. So what is great today, and if there's one great thing today, chances are it won't be the great thing tomorrow. So it's probably it's the sum of the parts, yeah. not just the one thing. Okay, PageRank. Ignore toolbar PageRank unless you're an historian, or a historian, whatever. It's the best 120 days old, and even then it's based on old data, so it could even be half a year old in some cases. It's handy as a guide, and that's about it. PR6 and plus ranks, they're not likely to be too far off, because to get to that sort of level you've got to have some serious quality with your sites and your linking strategy. However, PageRank itself is a key, essential part in ranking. It helps Google decide which are your important pages. All right? It bases that decision on what. Well, I'll come back to that one. Only your important pages will rank highly in competitive terms. It's a very important line now. Your important pages. What Google thinks are your important pages, not what you think. What Google thinks based on PageRank. Don't forget, Google's an algorithm. Those will rank highly on the competitive terms that you're after. So if you're trying to sell buff paving slabs, and Google thinks that your most important thing is your contact page, then you'll rank highly for your contact page, and you won't rank highly for your paving slabs. So PageRank is essentially, and you can manipulate this a little bit to make sure that you rank highly for those terms. And this is where the silos, we did silos last time, but the thing about that was I wanted to understand why silos are important. It's okay saying, do it in this structure, but why is it so important? And I did a lot of scary stuff you'll see in a minute. Anyway, don't suffer from something called PageRank bleed. Every single web page on the internet has got a value of 1, for instance, okay? And that value is passed around, or parts of that value are passed around to various other websites, web pages. If you link off from one of your pages, if you start linking off to loads of other websites and stuff, that page itself is suffering from PageRank bleed. In other words, you're giving away that page's PageRank value to other pages or other websites. So again, giving PageRank to unimportant pages. The classic one here is that most people link to their contact page. The contact page is a fairly important page. However, usually all it has on it is a form. Get in touch with us via this form or something like that. You don't really want to be doing that. You do and you don't. You've just got to be very careful with it. Your internal page linking structure. Again, we did siloing last time. How you do your internal linking structure is very, very, very important. Those people who are using Flash and JavaScript navigations, you probably won't rank as highly as you'd like to, and you certainly won't be able to have any control over your linking structure. Google can't read Flash, and it can't handle JavaScript. So if your entire navigation is built around Flash and JavaScript, you must make sure that it's got an alternative way that Google can see things. So those two things alone can negate the effect of trying to manipulate your internal PageRank. Care not to overdo it. A few sites have come across where they've really gone to town on trying to manipulate PageRank. So they've really boosted up. They've got 100 pages and they've managed to make 3 of them really, really important. However, all the other pages in the website have a very, very low PageRank. So what Google does, it says, well, I don't think they're very important either, because the PageRank value on them is so low now, I'll put you into Google Hell, which is their supplemental index. Now what that does, it reduces your overall site quality and obviously the size of the site. So you might have a 100-page website that's all of a sudden Google thinks is now a 3-page website. So you just got to be careful.